Houston. That's a good name for somebody that raises cattle. Jennifer. No, I'm kidding. Houston.
We just want to make sure.
Houston. Great name for a ranch. Tell me your name.
Kevin Kessler.
And you were head of National Counties Beach. This is good. Well, about triple what we can send in there without terrible.
This is U.S.
Is that right? So you single-handedly negotiate this. Grab it. Do it.
I was part of the original deal back in 08 and 09 for working for these guys.
You mean,
I wouldn't confirm it. We have no problem with his confirmation.
do you believe him, or do you think he's just being a really good guy and giving
You know,
U.S. credit?
he used to work for us, so I guess I have to believe him.
He's a pretty nice guy, so I'm a little suspicious he had more to do with it than that.
But he's
But he's a nice guy.
Yeah, I think he's right.
That's what you're supposed to do, right? Exactly. Like every time you do something good,
And it always is.
I was intrigued that the others are stepping back. Australians, I would think there's been a little squealing.
There was squealing. One letting out. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
He's been using it without our permission for a long time.
Forget. As much piece to go into over the 45,000, 20% tariff, or is that just the price? Some of the higher cuts. Well, I just figured some of the higher cuts. The tariff. So I thought you were tariff. I thought you were tariff.
There's a WTO tariff for TRQ.
So you go over 45,000, they shut it down.
It's like 100%.
How about under the 45,000?
Well, that's zero.
Yes,
When there's a WTO TRQ, it's 20 in quote. That's right. So this, what this is 100% tariffs on things like speed, and things that you don't share. So there was a legal scratch after 10 years or whatever, did we have to ask the react compensation of tariffs? And that Europe turned into an import abuse. And so we came up with this idea. Why don't we see what the horse trade compensation for a TRQ? And we did that, but it was a TRQ for everybody. And we began to lose that. And we said, this is not a good deal for us. So we can go back to paying on the compensation, or you can give us a U.S. specific TRQ. And they said, we'll work with you on a U.S. specific.
So for at 45,000 caps. Under 45,000, where do you
That 20% is the old WTO Uruguay round TRQ with inputs. So that's
But it, yeah. So that's different. I thought at 45,000 tariff, but you're saying no, it's like a quote. It's tariff. You're stopped. You're done at 45,000. Well, we get to go up to 35,000, which is incredible.
we think that's somewhere around, once fully implemented, about 400, 420.
Yeah. Well, which is about three.
We're at
30.
3
Yeah, it's almost three.
That's right.
State 7. Big move.
So it's really good.
Yeah, we'd like more of those deals.
Yeah.
certified by.
You have to be certified hormone free.
Export certification.
Yeah, so, but it's certified hormone free, right?
I don't have numbers, there's several, but I think one thing that's like uncertainty enough to do all this, or not do all this, and is there gonna be a lot of things?
Because every quarter, it's 7,000.
First come, because if you don't have this market, you've given up so much.
I should.
No.
Is it prime cuts or? Cover buys or? Is that good, Jen?
Yeah, it better be just.
Just curious how they feeling.
I'm
Charitable to your
not-
bison
I
buddies.
don't show any love to my bison.
No love.
If we get it down to 50,000.
Oh, there you go. No.
Well, I think we will now that there's that certainty.
How does that compare to total defects?
It'll grow.
It's a valuable niche.
Now that we have.
See, that's easy. Well, how much people we export to say? Tons would be what? Just for comparison. This is in tons. So we're
Tonnage to Japan.
I know the dollar.
I know, that's the
Greg on the side.
Jesse's grandparents.
They give it to me in dollar value.
right now.
They didn't turn a dollar value. I'm trying to get a gauge. Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Well, then you're in good shape. See, nobody knows the answer.
Yeah. 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I played against Jack.
I played Sally's football. We were all nursing.
You're a little bit younger.
So they use it a little bit.
When I got out of high school.
Yeah, I feel like it too.
We were down there for the next 6 weeks, spring, and so, my dinner
You ever get
and
back
I
here?
went to lunch, and I had the ribeye,
The ton.
Oh, and I didn't get that.
and they were the same price.
And they were the same
Yes,
price?
sir, that's the kicker, they were the same price. That's the kind of value that other countries put on the things that.
Oh, my.
You Tennessee, we don't eat a lot of time. Most places, do not. Certainly not valued like everybody's valued.
That's crazy.
Tons.
Why did you mention that?
That's not the tobacco lot.
That could be the whole.
The president is just
For as a food. Well, the hard side, you know, I read something like that. Yeah, just laid out.
That was a big one.
Well,
got a new
Looks kind of like liver.
cattle and cow unit. Put a lot of money into
Liver, you sure you didn't have a lot of that liver? You're enjoying wine.
Yeah, we're getting the new
Before you ate it? I'm surprised.
80 RDL. That's going to be interesting. Well, it's got another year. That's a huge. And that was a big.
I did not know that. See, because they, when the whole chicken and stuff like that, a lot of that work was
Because of the difference in the product.
So, and we work on it.
US South Korea. I actually went over
He was down there in yeah.
I know we were, but I had no idea what that was.
So he knows how to go. That would have been a big change to see.
There's a lot of crops too that, are concerned about. Every once in a while, when I get sick, decorate the corner.
Secret Service goes through the whole the way they come
Oh, yeah, no, I know they sell that.
get an end present.
Yeah, wait, maybe a few years.
Oh, I'm in just a friend with him.
No, I moved out of rolling down the Do they have?
That's the first one we spoke about. That's what type of
Yeah, well, I know you did.
Once you get that.
Oh, there's no man over there.
First you wouldn't know.
70 million, quite often, Canadian, who are they buying from? Brazil? Brazil's got to be doing great down there between their soybeans and their sheep. I mean, they got to be like, yeah,
While we continue to have a child fair, other countries are like that.
yeah, yeah. Is that, what's happening? Swine fever now, they get
And that's still
So what are they going to do? Are they important a lot of, and are they gonna breeding stuff? They have to eat their way through. So that's come, that demands So what I think, 40%. So the hog prices should improve. Will that help then with the feed too, like soybean meal and some of those things? What about backfilling around the skull? Well, big concern. Well, it's a legal issue. When we started the shop, this way chemical that way, and he ran it that way for 2 years. The shield is very responsive. Texas, it's pretty cool. So then, of course, when they backed up, they didn't remove this one. Yeah, I stabilized the tree. My point is, I'm wondering how this, when you make this solution play, how it settles out. If you get to the jerk. So we're going to have to strengthen the dollar. That's what I'm wondering. You know, you're starting to see some corn move, you're starting to see some grains move, beans, some other products. We're just kind of aggregating. Unless there's some other markets.
Yeah, but it's for a stair behind the stick. I didn't want cut.
I mean, the market will, but, you know, the market's sending the signal, you know, because of human impact. We modify, which we need to. You gotta give people time to adjust. They can't change that. Oh, no, it all works, yeah.
This month, end of this month.
When we were at Meadow, there was some down
They're trying, I would say they're trying.
Are they slowing that down?
Yeah, that's what there's.
I mean, they talk a good game, but I never really buy it.
Some satellite data that's come out, that's called the question.
That's what I'm saying, I never,
Maybe they're just picking on me for their, they were, the first during the, they were like, they inspect, the government doesn't, that we keep that 30%. So we don't expand our grassland. It'll just be in that part where we match. That's true. But we did have a lot, we did see a lot of, because I always thought you can't station rainforest. In that part of it, because you're not in the rainforest area, you're not. That's just right. Yeah, that's their breadbasket. Yeah, for
Soils are
grass crops, some of them are integrated farms.
entire season planted. There's safrina.
But it's a dry land. Yeah, that's. So they're running, they're crossing for each.
Doing, 50, 60 bushels.
Good. I've been waiting here something where they're having.
You don't go anywhere fast on their highway.
You never get the sense that that's ever going to be really appreciated. I mean, it's just what Indians do. All straps. I was over in France for the 75th. I mean, those farms are like big gardens, I mean, they got the stone wall around the grain crop and stuff. I mean, it's about an acre. I mean, you wouldn't even need a John Deere boomer to farm that. Yeah, so amazing. You landing. Do a header off the door. Oh, sure. It's absolutely, of course, where else would you be? He was practicing to get ready to write a San Juan. Yeah. He raised dogs. So he raised cattle. Oh, I think, yeah, those are bucks. I'd say that's his San Juan. What's that? Yeah. So it's out in Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Oh, he's got a big place. Restaurant. Yeah.
Congratulations, you guys, with a beautiful pass. Congratulations, fellas. I want one of those hats. I want one of those hats.
These are.
Right here. Yeah, and I have it. I wish we could wear them in Washington. I don't think I could get away with it here, right? Well, thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate it. A wonderful day and a wonderful deal for a lot of people. Today we're signing a breakthrough agreement that will make it easier to export American beef into the European Union. We've been under negotiation for quite a while, and our beef farmers, we didn't think were being treated fair, but the European Union stepped up, and we appreciate it, and we have great representatives here with us today. This is a tremendous victory for American farmers, ranchers, and of course, European consumers, because American beef is considered the best in the world. We're delighted to be joined today by Ambassador Robert Lighthizer, Deputy Secretary of Agriculture, Sensky, the European Union's Ambassador to the United States, Stavros Lambrinidis, and representative of the Presidency of the Council of the EU, Yanni Rapinana. I also want to thank Senator John Hoeven, my friend, for being here. Where's John? John? Good job, John. Along with the President of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association, Jennifer Houston. Thank you, Jennifer. And the President and CEO of the United States Meat Export Federation, Dan Hallstrom. Thank you, Dan, very much. Congratulations. The agreement we signed today will lower trade barriers in Europe and expand access for American farmers and ranchers. In year one, duty-free American beef exports to the EU will increase by 46%. Over 7 years, they will increase by another 90%. In total, the duty-free exports will rise from $150 million to $420 million, an increase of over 180%. My administration is standing up for our farmers and ranchers like never before. We're protecting our farmers. We're doing it in many ways, including with China. You may have read a little bit about China lately. Agricultural products and exports have increased by more than $10 billion, and beef exports have increased by more than 31%. In another major win, we fully opened the Japanese market to U.S. beef. We also opened markets in Tunisia, Morocco, and Australia. I think you're pretty happy about all that, right? You've never seen anything like that happen before, have you? Not with your other presidents, you haven't. And we're reducing burdensome regulations that unfairly impact agricultural producers. When our farmers became victims of unjustified retaliatory tariffs from China and other countries, we provided $28 billion over a 2-year period in relief. They were targeted, and we took care of our farmers and ranchers. And I signed a historic farm bill which provides our farmers with certainty and the kind of certainty that they need while supporting increased agricultural exports. The agreement that we are about to sign keeps one more promise to the great patriots of American agriculture. These are indeed patriots. They're always targeted first by other countries to try and take advantage of the United States. They're the first to be targeted, but we take that target off their back. Opening markets for our farmers is about more than just an industry. It's about a way of life. Generations of hard work, passion, and dedication have gone into making America the largest producer of high-quality beef anywhere in the world by far. We're proud of our farmers and ranchers. We love our farmers and ranchers. And with this announcement, we take one more step in giving them the level playing field that they've really been looking forward to this for many, many years. You folks know that. They want a level playing field. That's all they want, and nobody can beat them. So I want to thank you all for being here. And now I'd like to invite a very great gentleman, a friend of mine, and somebody that's done a fantastic job for our country, Ambassador Lighthizer, to say a few words, and we'll follow that up with some of the very high officials from the European Union. Thank you very much. Bob? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President, for being here today and for your leadership in making trade policy work better for all Americans, but particularly our farmers and ranchers. I'm pleased to be joined today here by Mr. Yanni Rapina, the Deputy Chief of Mission of the Embassy of Finland, the EU member state that currently holds the presidency of the Council of the European Union, and Ambassador Stavros Lambrinidis, the ambassador from the EU. This agreement will nearly triple the duty-free access of American ranchers to high-quality beef in Europe. Initial estimates indicate that U.S. beef will grow by over $270 million a year once the agreement is fully implemented. With this new exclusive country-specific quota, American ranchers have a guaranteed market share in Europe. We look forward to the European Union approving this agreement expeditiously.
Good morning. Mr. President, Ambassador Lighthizer, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to be one of the signatories of this EU-US hormone-free beef agreement. Thanks to this new arrangement, a very substantial amount of existing quota will be ring-fenced for the USA. This provides a solution to our long-standing dispute in the WTO. Let me underline that the negotiations for this agreement were conducted in a good spirit, and it's a great example of how the multilateral trading system can work for settling trade disputes. With this agreement, the EU reaffirms its commitment to a positive transatlantic trade agenda and a new phase in the EU-US relationship. The agreement will be now sent to the European Parliament, and we hope to obtain the consent as soon as possible. I would also like to highlight that strengthening the EU trade relations with the US is a priority of the Finnish presidency. Finally, I wish to thank all the negotiators on both sides for their efforts. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please.
Mr. President, Ambassador Lighthizer, dear friends from the American farming community, ladies and gentlemen, today is about delivering real, positive, tangible results in the transatlantic trade relationship, the strongest, biggest relationship in the world. Our companies, our farmers make more money investing, trading with each other than we do with anyone else in the world. But Mr. President, last year in the Rose Garden with President Juncker, you said you wanted more. You wanted to strengthen this relationship for the benefit of all Americans and all Europeans. And in this spirit, we're here today signing this agreement. Indeed, it can more than double the hormone-free beef exports of US farmers to the EU. This is a great day for American farmers. It's a great day for European consumers. And of course, we're working on so many other areas of progress. In soybeans, exports to the European Union have seen a massive increase over the past year. LNG exports have seen a significant boost as well in shipments, fortifying security of supply and diversity. And we're working on many other things, fortifying the WTO, negotiating on regulatory matters, including standards. Mr. President, I mentioned standards because for us it's a highlight of the fact that trade is not just about money. It is also about values. It's about making sure that high standards are used and upheld to deal with unfair competition. And as we are dealing with fair competition here today, there are countries around the world that are not simply exporting cheap subsidized products. They're also trying to export cheap labor standards, weak governance, poor environmental standards. And the agreement that we signed today shows us, as partners, we can solve problems. And as partners together in the spirit of this partnership, we can also try to shape a world that is based on strong, open values and strong, open rules. Thank you very much. It's a great honor for the European Union to be here, Mr.
Thank you very much.
Oh, may I say, I asked for a hat.
I like those hats.
And they told me,
make that
they
happen.
told me I don't deserve it.
We'll get you
They
one.
said,
Absolutely.
I have not earned it yet, they said.
Thank you very much. John, please.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. This is what our ranchers and our farmers, our producers across this great country are after. These are the kind of agreements that really make a difference. And that's what this is about. This is about access to markets. We produce the highest quality beef anywhere in the world. They have great hats, but they have great cattle. They do a great job. Our ranchers across this country are absolutely the best in the world. So when we get access to markets, then they can really go to town and outcompete really anybody anywhere. So whether it's the ranchers or farmers, whether it's livestock, whether it's crops, this is the kind of agreement we need. Again, I want to express appreciation to the President and to his whole team, to Ag Secretary Sonny Perdue, certainly to USTR Lighthizer, to Ambassador Dowd, to the whole team. They're working very hard on behalf of agriculture. You know about the assistance they're providing, but that assistance is because our farmers and our ranchers have been targeted by China and other countries. So the administration and USDA is standing up for our farmers while they're negotiating these kinds of agreements. And I'm anxious to see what they can do with Japan. And we've got to get the USMCA through the Congress. We need the House to bring it up. The Senate is ready to go. We're ready to pass it with a big bipartisan vote. But each of these steps are critically important for our farmers. And again, on behalf of all of us in the Senate that work in agriculture, this is what we want. These kind of agreements, tripling what we can put into the beef that we can export to Europe under this agreement between the United States and Europe. So again, congratulations, and on behalf of agriculture, thank you.
Great job. Thank you very much.
Yes, this is a great day for, thank you, for the America's cattlemen and cattlewomen, and thank you, Mr. President, to you and all of your trade team for your diligence, because for years it's been difficult for us to get access to the European Union because of some non-tariff and restricted tariff trade practices, and we want them to be able to enjoy the high-quality beef that our American farmers and ranchers produce everywhere that's enjoyed by the rest of the world, and we are so excited that our European families, and thank you to all that, are going to be able to enjoy that high-quality beef. Thanks again, Mr. President, for your support of America's farmers and ranchers and all to your trade team. And to you all, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please.
Well, that was unexpected, but thank you, Mr. President. My name's Kevin Kester. I'm a Media Palace president for National Cattlemen's Beef Association, and I'm a rancher from California. I'll just briefly say that I'm a fifth generation. I have a seventh generation family on the ranch, and we will directly benefit from this new agreement with the European Union, and so we're very thankful for that. So thank you for the EU, and thank you, Mr.
Thank
President.
you very much. Congratulations. Very good, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm Dan Hallstrom, President and CEO of the U.S. Meat Export Federation. And on behalf of all of our members in agriculture throughout the United States and our beef producers especially, we'd like to say thank you. This is an honor and a great day for us with our European Union friends for expanded access, and we really do appreciate everything that the President and administration is doing on behalf of the farmers of America. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Steve, please.
Thank you. Steve Sensky, Deputy Secretary of Agriculture, and I again want to express my appreciation and our appreciation on behalf of all of U.S. farmers and ranchers for the leadership of you, Mr. President, for making it a priority to stand up and fight for market access for U.S. producers. This is a great day to celebrate, and we look forward to more wins like this. So thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you. Great job, Steve. Thank you very much. Please. Congratulations. Thank you. And we're working on a deal where the European Union will agree to pay a 25% tariff on all Mercedes-Benz's, BMWs coming into our nation, so we appreciate that. I'm only kidding. They started to get a little bit worried. They started. Thank you. Congratulations. Best beef in the world. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
President, you ask Ratcliffe to withdraw his name, Mr. President? Mr. President, did you ask Ratcliffe to withdraw his name? Mr. President, how are you prepared for China to retaliate?
All right, thank you.